How's it going, everyone? We're going to talk today about swapping a Trailblazer SS or the NNBS new body style intake like this one onto your 99 to 02, and I think 03 was also return fuel system, but using these stock rails instead of fabricating something, cutting the stock ones and putting a piece in here, actually using these as is and direct swap. I've got this spare intake, one of my junkyard finds here, to illustrate, show you what we're swapping. This would be 07.5 to 13 Chevy GMC truck and 07 to 14 SUV. With that said, let me get this out of the way because, like I said, this truck already has one of these intakes on it, as you can see. It's been functioning on this truck since 2016 in this form, and I get questions from time to time from people. I show them the engine bay and they're like, well, what intake is that? Doesn't quite compute. I guess a lot of them aren't used to seeing the engine cover. So with the engine cover out of the way, as you can see, there it is complete. Let's talk throttle bodies. So I bought one of them cheaper off-brand ones, and my cable right here, this end wouldn't fit. I tried drilling it out by hand and all, and it was just making a mess. It was like a $50 throttle body, so lesson learned. This is a Nick Williams, a little bit more money, but I don't have any idle issues, stability, none of that. Like, it works flawlessly and I have no problems with it. It was a direct bolt on. Next thing is the throttle cable bracket. This is a nice one by, well, you can't really see it maybe in there, but just take my word for it. It's made by Gap, Glenn's Auto Performance. I've used some of the stuff. Unfortunately for them, it's been reverse engineered by China like everything else. So now there's cheap versions like that on Amazon. I have one actually. I'll show that later on. It's identical, except it doesn't have the laser cut logo in here. But I bought one of them just to compare them a while back, and but initially when I did the swap, this wasn't available. So I had a deal that bolted to the back side of the throttle body here. It was for putting an LS3 intake, car intake on something and using cable throttle. It worked, but I had to take a file to the holes to be able to get my cables through. It worked, but over time, where I had to trim it down and everything, you can see I had to clearance this fin on the intake manifold even to clear it. It cracked. So when this became available, I bought one of these. They're like $10 on Amazon for the knockoff. The big thing I want to talk about is using the fuel rails. I'm using a Corvette filter. Some people just jam this filter on the end of the fuel rail right here. But what I don't like about that, what it does is it jams that factory fuel line up against the and the return line. It jams them up against the firewall. I wasn't a fan of that, so I was looking for a better solution. So I've got my Corvette fuel filter. Okay, cool, whatever. What I used, which was kind of nice, the factory line, is this one right here. You can see it starts there, it loops around, makes a nice loop, comes into here. It's not pinched, not restrictive. This is a fuel tank transfer hose from like a C5, C6 Corvette that goes between the two fuel tanks. I found a good used one online. I will show a link. They're discontinued right now, unfortunately. I should have bought some up, even new ones back then, when I had a chance, but I found one place that still has some of these. I'll post a picture of that so people can see that, and if you want one, you can get one through them. But I got this from like a salvage place that's, for Corvette parts. I think it was like $25 back then, 2016. It did the job, did what I needed it to do. So, and it just clicked into place. I think it makes a nice, clean, factory looking installation. Yes, it kind of humps up here, but with the cover on, it hides all that. So that's pretty much that. The other thing is there's a myth that these are different, the intake bolts. Yes and no. So the factory intake bolts from like a Gen 3 intake, they're a little bit bigger diameter, this washer here. If you have a grinding wheel or something, I take and I turn them down until they're this size, and they work perfect. So if you're missing one, no big deal. As far as I know, the fuel rail bolts will work from the older intake to these. So there's a lot that can be reused. Pretty straightforward swap. I really don't recommend that for a 4.8. If you get a really big cam, maybe it would help. And same goes for a 5.3. Your big cam, ported heads, all that stuff. If you got a basic bolt-on truck cam, 4.8 or 5.3, no. This is a 6 liter. I've seen a few legit dyno tests on mostly stock LQ4, LQ9s, and the intake actually did help. Now, I will say it was from about 4,000 RPM up where it helped. It wasn't this magic intake that made power everywhere versus the other one. Obviously it's bigger, it moves more air, so it's going to take advantage of the airflow in the upper RPM range. So I've got a little bit bigger than stock cam. It's nothing crazy. You watch the other videos, you know I'm running that Texas Speed Chopacabra. It works. It's not my most favorite thing, but I tried it because it was similar size to the Truck Norris that everybody raves about, and I definitely feel like it helps, and it's making a little bit more power up top as a result of that. All right, we're gonna move on. I'll show you that bracket. I'll show you where I'm getting found a source for the lines for a place that still has them, and we'll kind of wrap it up from there. So one notable thing I did want to cover, this engine cover, if you use one, I had to trim that back corner off. Why I had to do that? My cruise control cable, the cruise box over here, and throttle cable. Obviously the trucks and SUVs that come with these intakes are fly-by-wire, not cable, so that's not an issue. And yes, I tried forcing it down before I cut it. I just kept cutting a little at a time until it didn't have any stress on them and wasn't rubbing against them. So if you do that, keep in mind you are going to have to trim that corner a little bit to make it fit, but everything else, you know, snaps right into place. As long as you've got the studs, like this one's missing it. There's usually a stud. Oh, well, it's got one right here, but there's a couple of studs, and there's a clip back here, which I think I might have even used that one from my stock Gen 3 intake for just to clip back into right in here, back in there. So that's all you'll need to run that. I've seen some people run the newer Escalade and SS Trailblazer intake covers too, and I assume it's probably similar things. You need the ball studs on the intake, the rubber grommets that click into that panel, and you know, of course, that clip that goes in the back for it to seat into. So again, just keep that in mind. So here's that throttle body I talked about earlier that didn't work out for me. It's a Pro Comp Motorsports brand. It feels heavy. Overall looks pretty good, but if you look real close, you can see I was trying to take a drill bit and slowly open that up without boogering that hole, because these holes were machined too small for my cruise and throttle cables to pop in there and spin in. Actually, so it would have been one of these two holes for throttle cable, and this would have been cruise. I think that worked out fine. It was just this throttle cable wasn't going to work out for me. But yeah, that was a $50 mistake. Didn't work out. I really like the Nick Williams. My dad's truck, he went with a Holly Sniper. It seems to work. I've heard of some people complaining they had issues with them hanging, or the hole for the throttle cable not being in the correct place on certain applications. I don't know. We don't have that issue on his truck, so take it for what it's worth. They're all, I think the lower end ones are probably all made by the same company, and then they get put in a different box and get the logo laser etched on them. So AccuFab, Nick Williams, the Fast one, stuff like that, I think them are a little bit higher end and more just better made. I know some people have good luck with the cheap ones from Snake Eater and off of Amazon and eBay and all that, and cool. I didn't. I went with the Nick Williams, and for me, I'm not telling you to spend the extra money, but for me it was worth the extra money. So I'm not telling you that's the one you have to buy, I'm just saying that's the one I prefer. So that's what I have to say about throttle bodies. So last but not least, throttle cable brackets. I could not find the one that I used originally back in 2016. It didn't work out for me, but apparently I bought 2 of these from Glenn's Auto Performance. So I'll show you the side-by-side comparison of them. So yeah, that's the deal right there. Goes this way actually on the intake. You can see his logo there etched into it. Sits right on the intake and the factory holes. Works like a charm. Here's the Amazon one that I bought that is a reverse engineered piece. So no logo etched into it in this area, but essentially they copied his bracket to a T, as you can see. So, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. This one's $9.99. I think this one was $25. So I think when they first come out they were like $45. Ended up buying them when they dropped to $25. So, but yep, they essentially function the same, as you can see, just a little bit different price point. So I like supporting Glenn and Victoria, so I'll spend a little bit more on their stuff. You know, it's not exuberant. It's not like that bracket's $100 and that one's $10. Then I couldn't justify it. But for $25 versus it was either $10 or $11 for that one over there, we'll buy this one. So those are just the 2 that are available on the market. Those will work on your cable driven like 99 to 02 stuff. My truck's a 2001. The Sierra, that's a 2000, both cable driven originally. So those are your 2 options mainly out there. There might be some others I don't know about, but those are the 2 I know of, so we covered those. All right, so in conclusion, you know, wrapping up here, I showed the intake, what year trucks we're talking about, 99 to 03 with the return fuel system, using the stock fuel rail that comes with those newer Trailblazer SS, everybody calls them intakes. One of my trucks actually off of a 2011 4.8 truck, Silverado or Sierra, I can't remember, it was years ago. And the other one that I used for illustration, that was my spare, that was sitting on the core support, I think I got that off around an 07, 08 Tahoe. So they're practically the same thing. There's some minute differences year to year, but overall they're the same intake. I showed a couple examples of throttle bodies, told you what I like and what I prefer. Not, you must use this. Nobody's paying me to recommend their stuff. I'm telling you what I've had luck with and what I prefer. Use whatever you like. Do what works for you and fits within your budget. Don't take what I say for the gospel. Of course, I showed the brackets, the 2 different ones that I know about that are pretty readily available out there. We'll hook up your factory throttle cable and cruise cables. And we touched on that Corvette fuel line. I will show the, well, I've already by now showed where the one source I found where they're available, the part number, so on and so forth. It'll be in the description too. And talked a little bit about how to make the cover fit and clear everything. That should pretty much cover 99% of what you need to do to swap one on. They're pretty much a plug and play deal doing it like I did. One thing I do want to address and get ahead of before somebody calls me out on it and says I'm just not being truthful about something is I said I didn't really feel it was a worthwhile mod per dollar unless you get the stuff practically for free for like a 4.8 or 5.3. What I base that on, a couple of local guys, well, semi-local to me, back 15 or so years ago when they were starting to get popular, these swaps. One of them had like a 212, 218 and a 5.3 truck with bolt-ons. The other one had like a 220R Texas speed cam. And neither one of them really saw big numbers on the dyno, and I don't think either one of them went faster. I think one guy was actually complaining he went a little slower. That's kind of what I base it on. I have done no testing myself to say one way or the other, is it good or bad, so it's your money and your resources, your time. Use that for what it's worth. I think for a 6.0 or a larger engine, all day long. Good mod. If you're not willing to spend fast LSXRT money, definitely go with that. If you have rec port heads, use the factory rec port intake. There's been a bunch of dyno tests and the fast doesn't really do anything on the rec port applications. Cathedral port, it definitely makes more steam. The larger cubic inch, larger camshaft, cylinder head, all that. As you move more air through the engine, you can take advantage of them intakes. So that said, I know I've wondered it myself, why on the 07 up truck and SUV did they even put them intakes? All I can figure is they're chasing a peak horsepower number to compare to their competition, the Ram and the F-150 and all that of that era. And but I don't really feel like it made them faster. Some people speculate that that intake is paired better to like the 799 or 243 heads that are found on them trucks. Maybe that's got something to be said. It works better on them, and there's some sort of a mismatch on the smaller 706 or 862 heads. Again, I don't know. I don't have any flow bench data. I don't have any chassis or engine dyno data to back any of that up. All I know is what I can tell you from them two guys that were semi-local that were like, yeah, not a fan. I have seen a couple of tests, one guy out of state, another one semi-local. Again, fairly stock 6 liters. We're talking like cold air intake and a catback and a tune. No cam, no headers, none of that. And both of them picked up double-digit numbers at the tires from intake and a retune. So I feel it's worthwhile on that stuff. But your results may vary. Do what works for you. I always try and stress that what I'm telling you, I'm not preaching the gospel. I'm basically saying this is what works for me. Use your own discretion. With that said, hopefully this information helps you. I'll post links and part numbers below in the description, and use that information as you will. As always, thank you for hanging in there with me. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.